Hello and welcome back to Growing Hearts with Ingrid. I'm Ingrid T. Fyffe, an early childhood educator with more than 21 years of classroom experience. Has your child ever burst into tears because you gave them the blue cup instead of the red one? Have they ever thrown themselves on the floor because you opened a snack they wanted to open themselves? Or maybe you've stood in the middle of a grocery store wondering why such a small thing turned into such a big meltdown. If so, you're not alone. And here's something I want you to hear right at the beginning of today's episode. A tantrum does not mean your child is bad, and it does not mean you are failing as a parent. In fact, many tantrums are a sign that your child is struggling with feelings that they don't yet know how to manage. Today, we're going to talk about what tantrums really mean, why they happen, and what you can do to help your child through them. Before we talk about why tantrums happen, let's talk about one mistake many adults make. When a child is in the middle of a tantrum, we often try to reason with them. We explain, we lecture, we ask questions, we tell them to calm down. But here's the problem. When a child is overwhelmed by big emotions, they are not thinking clearly. At that moment, they don't need a lecture, they need support. Think about it this way. If you were extremely upset, frustrated, or overwhelmed, would a long lecture help you calm down? Probably not. Young children are no different. During a tantrum, our first goal is not to teach. Our first goal is to help the child feel safe and regain control of their emotions. What is a tantrum, really? A tantrum is often a communication breakdown. Young children experience powerful emotions every day. They feel disappointment, frustration, anger, sadness, embarrassment, excitement. But they do not yet have the emotional skills or vocabulary to express all those feelings appropriately. So when their feelings become too big, the tantrum becomes the message. The behavior is saying, "I'm overwhelmed, I'm frustrated, I need help, I don't know what to do with this feeling." Why do children have tantrums? There are many reasons. Sometimes a child is tired. Sometimes they are hungry. Sometimes they are overstimulated by noise, crowds, or too much activity. Sometimes they are disappointed because things did not go the way they expected. And sometimes they simply want more independence. Many preschoolers want to do things for themselves. They want to open the juice box, put on their shoes, carry their own backpack. When something prevents them from doing those things, frustration can quickly build. What seems small to us can feel very big to them. What can parents do? First, stay calm. Your calm helps your child find their calm. Second, make sure your child is safe. If necessary, move them away from anything that could cause harm. Third, acknowledge their feelings. You might say, "I can see you're upset. I know you're feeling frustrated. You really wanted to do that yourself." Notice that you're not agreeing with the behavior, you're simply helping your child feel understood. And finally, wait until your child is calm before teaching the lesson. Children learn best after the storm has passed. One thing I've learned after more than 21 years working with young children is this. Most tantrums are not about manipulation, they're about communication. Children are still learning how to understand their emotions, express their needs, and manage disappointment. That takes time, it takes patience, and it takes loving adults who are willing to guide them through the process. So the next time your child has a tantrum, try to look beyond the behavior and ask yourself, what is my child trying to tell me right now? Sometimes that simple question changes everything. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Growing Hearts with Ingrid. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What is the most unexpected thing your child has ever had a tantrum about, and how did you handle it? Share your story in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Ingrid Fyffe, empowering parents, guiding little hearts.